They say the worst two things to film with are children and animals. So we did both. In the last video, we filmed a line dance for a music video in the middle of a gravel pit, and the children that we brought were less than cooperative. Going uphill. You wanna go get the tractor?
Yeah, I kind of figured this out.
One moment while we switched vehicles, our horse just quit on us. Okay, our horse came back. He's driving a tractor. This week, we're shooting at an authentic, a real old horse ranch, because we are attempting to make this year's longest music video on YouTube for an amazing song called Spitfire by We Are One. So if you're just tuning in, there's several other videos you can go watch. You should go see them. They're actually super fun. But if you've been here the whole time and you're on video 4 of 4 and you've seen all of the other 3, here's a virtual cookie. We love you. Go ahead, grab it. Take it. Take it. And we got to the ranch and immediately started scouting for where the best place was going to be for these shots. Okay, just got here. See our equine friends today. Oh, hi, buddy. See you. All right, we got to figure out how to actually do the shot at the angle we're trying to do. I'm kind of thinking this, like all the bad guys locked in those final 2 horse stalls, push through this. Maybe that gate can even be open. Horses in the background, us walking through. Hardest part about shooting anything is starting. That's where we are right now. It takes 5 ever to get things set up enough to actually be able to start, and then once you start, you finally get momentum. How you doing, my homie? Are you Woodrow? Is this Woodrow? How you feeling, my dude? What a lot of people don't realize with filmmaking is that if you're not needed right in that moment, there's kind of nothing for you to do, which always makes me feel bad, because if people aren't doing something active, they just end up distracted, especially when you're at a horse ranch and there's a bunch of goofy horses everywhere.
Oh my gosh, your laugh just made my day.
These little snackies are what Luke was using to keep Woodrow in line and do what we needed. This is me touching the number 15. This is Ethan on a smoke break. Here's Luke on his very first take, finally getting going, but he forgot to put his mustache in. For whatever reason, we did this almost every time we shot with him. So we got his mustache back on, got it going. And there's something about this process that as many times as we've done it, it still feels overwhelming every single time. How do you feel about us being here?
It's fun.
Actually?
It does.
Are we stressing you guys out yet?
It's stressing Kirsten out.
Why? Why is it stressful?
Because animals are unpredictable.
And it was right about then that I realized that the intern, the one that didn't know that girls use toilet paper when they go to the bathroom, that one.
Well, chicks use toilet paper when they pee.
Since when?
He's deathly afraid of horses.
I'm not getting you no horse.
Norman is
How bad my heart is pounding right
deathly afraid of horses.
now. I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Why? Well, if you pass out, I'm gonna put you in that horse stall and I'm gonna let it lick your face.
Norman's a bad guy, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't necessarily gonna this. I don't want to be 6 on 6. So going into this shoot, I had some incredibly high expectations. I had a vision in my mind. Wow, the tractor driver's going rogue. You know those like Western movies where the guy's like bareback and he's just got the horse at full tilt. This is what I saw us doing, and apparently that's extremely difficult, and we're completely incapable. The wish list was all 6 band members capable of being on a horse at a gallop into the sunset. That's what I wanted, and if I'm honest, I wanted it bareback. But
Yeah, good luck.
But was our lack of ability to ride horses the end of our problems? No. That was just the beginning of our problems, because right around this time was when the rain started. And the problem is we're shooting a music video that's a Western, and the West is desert. That's kind of the vibe we're going for. And there's rain like clearly visible even in the final shots.
It's raining.
The shot, it's clear that you're coming from the wall. We are so far behind. I don't even know where to begin. The problem is we lost sun an hour and a half early because of the weather. So the rain starts, which also accelerates the day because it gets darker, and the darker it gets, the later it looks in the day. So then we try to solve that with throwing a light in that window, fake some sunlight coming through the, that side, coming this way.
These lights don't get hot, do they?
Is this an electric fence?
Define hot.
Like burn the umbrella hot?
Define electric. So then problem 2 surfaces where we have to add lights to the scene to try to make it look better, but then at that point I realized last shot we figured out the lighting we should have been doing the whole time, which is So not annoying. But problem 3 was that we're now taking this extremely bright light and blasting it through the window into a stall filled with horses. And if there's one thing we know about animals, it's that
Animals are unpredictable.
which is probably why the intern was terrified of horses, because
Animals are unpredictable.
and the next thing we were going to do is we were going to take all the bad guys and lock them into the horse stall with the horses. And so once we did that, we needed to make sure that the horses weren't going to do anything.
Unpredictable.
Can you go any further?
If he's fine with it.
Yes, fake yell and fake banging your hands.
Why can't they
I'll tell you, the end image that I want is you guys angry banging on the stalls.
practice your grab?
And look, we ended up getting some really great shots, but when the rain starts and stuff isn't going well, it's really frustrating, discouraging. So it was amazing that my wife showed up with the kids. This is always so refreshing because it's so frustrating and discouraging when you're pouring your heart and soul into something and it just feels like sometimes it's fighting back. So it's a breath of fresh air when she brings the kids by, puts things into perspective. We get to just reset my mind before we go and finish what we're doing. We're wrapping for today. We're not done, but we're leaving, which is sometimes just the case.
Oh, he's so round, doesn't
Bringing the kids. So we had to finish up in the rain. It's so hard to tell when you're on location, especially when there's no like really good viewing and monitoring situation, whether or not it turned out the way you're hoping. Right now, I definitely feel like some of the stuff we got is not what I wanted. This point always just sucks. It sucks to try to just realize that you got everybody there and we weren't able to move as quickly as anticipated because of our own slowness in some stuff, as well as just like the weather just did not want to cooperate, as you can see. So there's a bunch of things, but what it amounted to is not what I hoped for and expected. So it's pretty normal. Should be used to it at this point, but we'll figure it out. But as a token of appreciation for you sitting through that guy who's a real downer that was just on the screen, like, what was that about? And because you're still here and you watched all the way to the end, here is some of my favorite clips. So there it is. Thanks for sticking around. We appreciate you. We love you. If you haven't already seen the music video, it's actually out now. It's 12 minutes long. I'm not going to explain it. Just go watch it. It's super fun. YouTube.com/WAO band. Subscribe to We Are One while you're there. We had a ton of fun making this, and we're going to see you in the next one of these, the last one of these, really soon. See ya.